still feel the impact of the kind of person he is. So good luck, Bold and Steve Solom. Let's see how far you can take the old coach here, boys. And this is something breaking today, Monday, as we're taping this. I'd written earlier about my favorite football stadiums. In Hastings, McNamara Stadium is one of these old school show places. And they have played their last game on natural grass. Their turf is going to be there next year. I think in the spring they're going to tear the grass out, get the construction equipment out, and put down turf. They are doing something so great this week from 4 to 6 o'clock on Thursday. Anybody who wants to come to the stadium and take some sod home with you as a memento. So the Hastings Athletic Department sent out a great tweet. The time, Thursday, 4 to 6. And they said interested people should bring their own small garden tools or shovels and a bag or a box necessary to transport. So if you want to come dig up some turf or just take a few blades of grass from that historic field in Hastings, you can do that later this week. So that's another place getting turf, and there's nothing wrong with that, especially on some of these wet nights.
Reminds me of the time that they were getting ready to raise the old Star Tribune building, and I went there and got my own rat.
We all got a rat out of that building.
We all got a rat out of the deal. Reminder, this network, talknorth.com, we're still fairly new, but last month we had a record 140,000 listens across the network because we have such great people, such great co-hosts, including John. So I do recommend if you know somebody who owns a business or you own a business yourself, you can sponsor a show, reach a wide audience at a pretty reasonable price compared to the establishment media establishments, I guess is the right way to put it. So
this is anti-establishment.
Exactly.
This is rebel podcasting. Is what
exactly. So read the Star Tribune and then listen to the podcast and know that you're getting both the establishment and the anti-establishment. And of course, go to mshsl.org and read John's stuff. But you can always reach me at JSOUHAN47 @gmail.com. We do appreciate it. Let's go to state tournament updates.
Yeah, we've wrapped up at least one state tournament. Gym girls tennis last week. Our team champions are Edina in 2A, Blake in 1A. No surprise there. I'll just run over the winners here real quick. 2A singles, Nicole Copeland of Edina won it for the second year in a row. 2A doubles, a team from Hopkins, Maddie Suk and Rachel Kelly are your state champs. 1A singles from Blake, Arlena Shen. She was the top seed. She's the state champ. 1A doubles from Rochester, Lourdes, Claire Palin, and Natalie Allison. They are your state champs. Now, this is the week we have two state championship events. One is soccer, and the other is cross country. So soccer now, from the semifinals through the third place and championship games, everything's at U.S. Bank Stadium. We start Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock. I think the last game on Tuesday is scheduled to start at 6 p.m. So there's a lot of soccer going on here, and I'll give you the final four in each class. 2A girls. Egan versus Minnetonka in the semifinals. Wayzata versus Stillwater. 1A girls. Matamidi versus Holy Angels. Orono versus Bemidji St. Margaret's. 1A boys. Blake versus Austin. Holy Angels versus Bemidji. 2A boys. Duluth East versus Minnetonka. Stillwater versus St. Paul Central. And you can watch these games online at no charge. Go to PrepSpotlight.tv. There's no charge for this. Saturday, I'll be down at St. Olaf College in Northfield for a state cross-country championships. Also 2 classes there, so we'll have 4 races, and that one is really, really a blast. And I've got a soccer story in the works here, Jim. I'm probably going to post it during the games here at U.S. Bank Stadium. There's a young man from Duluth East, their leading scorer, who is a very talented soccer player. The rest of his family lives in Kentucky. His dad used to run the YMCA in Duluth. He's now the COO of all the YMCAs in the Cincinnati area. And Dad moved to Cincinnati about a year and a half ago. The rest of the family, Mom and a couple of younger brothers, moved at the end of last school year. So William Francis, his oldest son, his oldest son, who's a senior in high school, stayed behind at Duluth East for his senior year of soccer. Is living with another family that asked the Francis family, hey, we'd like him to stay. He can live with us. Family that has twin boys on the team. So I talked to his dad, Chris, on the phone. And the story's in the works, but Chris especially, he's either made the 12-hour drive home for games or has caught flights, and it's not easy to fly between Minneapolis and Cincinnati. But he and his wife and the 2 younger boys are going to be in the car this week coming to town for 2 games, because whether they win or lose in the semifinals, they'll be in the third place or the championship. So I'm trying to do that story justice of the commitment, the young man didn't want to leave Duluth till his high school years are, and he's going to graduate early here at the midway point of the school year. Then he'll join the rest of the family and just across the river from Cincinnati. They live in Union, Kentucky, and start making his college plans and go from there. So that's a story in the works having to do with soccer this week.
Cool. And I know you're going to see a little more soccer
there
coming
will
up
be
here
plenty
soon.
of soccer, and if you want to get tickets, we can fit you into U.S. Bank Stadium for high school soccer, and they're not expensive.
Only if you tell them you know John.
Drop my name, and they'll only charge you an extra $1.
And how much time will you be spending at U.S. Bank Stadium this week?
Yeah, Tuesday, 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. at least. The other 2 days, Thursday are 2 more semifinals and some of the third-place games. And I think there's 5 games on Wednesday. It's Tuesday. Tuesday's the long day. Wednesday's a little shorter. And then Friday, the 4 championship games and I believe 1 third-place game. So Wednesday should be fun. That's Halloween, come to the stadium in your costume. I always tell the kids out there, dress however you want, but your face cannot be covered. I might come over and dress as someone who looks like he knows what soccer is all about. Good luck. Yeah, you won't be dressed like me, that's for sure. But yeah, it's a fun time. But kids, you can't wear a mask. You can't. We have to be able to identify you on the very rare chance that anybody would cause trouble. People, your administrators who will be watching you need to know who's causing trouble. So you can't wear a mask. You can't paint. You could probably paint your face, but I'm not going to go there on the record saying you can paint your face.
Yeah, be safe. Just go watch soccer.
Just go watch. Yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be a great time. We're just glad to be indoors.
Absolutely. Sure. Thanks again to gourmetparlorpizza.com. We'll come to John here for a final thought. gourmetparlorpizza.com out of Royalton. In your local grocers if you're lucky, but you can always order directly from them for your fundraisers or if you just like their pizza.
Yep. I'll wrap it up with a few short things here, Jim. We had the Twin Cities Film Festival last week. Normally on the Preps Today podcast, we might not be talking about the Twin Cities Film Festival, but there was a 20-minute documentary that won what's called the Audience Award for short films. And a local guy named Joe Brandmeier, a filmmaker, he spent time with the robotics team from Greenbush Middle River up in northwest Minnesota and produced a cool documentary that's called Small Town Robots. He interviewed kids and community members who help out, and it's really neat. I haven't seen the whole thing. I was at soccer the night of the film festival. But so all these robotics kids from Greenbush Middle River came down wearing their team shirts. And the coolest thing was Vikings fans know Stephen Weatherly.
Yeah.
He's a former high school robotics champion.
He is the coolest guy in that locker room. I love Stephen Weatherly. He's a smart, just
he's like a Renaissance
cool
man. Yeah, so when he was in high school in Atlanta, his robotics team went to the national championships. So he was invited to the screening. I think some people from Greenbush Middle River had read about this. He not only came to watch the film, he spent time with the kids. He posed for pictures with everybody. This big NFL player. So what a great thing there for all those kids and everybody involved in robotics. We've got another Snapchatter of the week here. 2 kids from Maple Lake, Gracie Elsenpetter and Ava Mergen, did a great job last week. This week, I'm turning the controls of the mshsl Snapchat account over to Morgan Eva Vold. She's a senior at Underwood High School. She's been chomping at the bit. Morgan, this week is your turn. I think she's going to do it on Friday. They've got a playoff football game up there, so we'll see a lot of that. We'll go inside Underwood High School on Snapchat with Morgan, so that'll be fun. We had a great anthem of the week, Jim, and I didn't see this in person, but my friend Dom Izzo from WDAY up in Fargo tweeted this to me. I think this happened earlier in the season, but there's a two-way football player for the Moorhead Spuds. He's a fullback and a linebacker. Anthony Angotti, I think is how you pronounce it. Before one of their home games earlier in the year, he took his helmet off, took his shoulder pads off, took his jersey off, played the national anthem on the violin. And he's an all-state violinist, a talented kid who does a lot of different things, kind of the Stephen Weatherly of the Moorhead Spuds. So way to go, Anthony. Dom, thanks for tweeting that to me. And we have a sign of winter here.
Go right ahead, John.
The girls' practice for girls hockey in Minnesota started this week. This is the first week of winter sports with girls hockey getting rolling. And good luck to everybody there. It's only October. Man, oh man, these things come at us fast. But that's the latest thing. As the next few weeks roll around, we'll be starting other winter sports. And there you go. We got one Twitter question here. I asked for questions. MJ, our friend Mary, wonders, I think this is coming off of last week, and when I admitted I ate a salad at one of the great rib restaurants.
I'm still getting over that.
At least I think that was me. And the fact that I ate a salad at the Kaiserhof in New Ulm, she says, if you put pretzels in a bowl, served with a side of cheese dip in a small dish, does that fall under definition of a salad?
Well, Sports Writer's definition, yes.
Absolutely.
We have our own dictionary.
That's health food, Mary, yeah. And then she wanted to know if I've seen a best unexpected pep band song this year. I don't know that I've seen one I would call unexpected, but when I was up in Bemidji for a football game, and the first tune the great band at Bemidji High School played was what am I thinking of? The Michael Jackson, The Monsters. What am I thinking?
Thriller.
Thriller. Boy, yes, am I losing it.
One of my wife's favorite songs.
That to me, that's the one that popped into my head. It wasn't unexpected, but just to hear the first few bars of that song in a great setting, that was fantastic.
Absolutely. Great stuff from John Millea. We appreciate it. Remember, bitesquad.com, promo code TalkNorth if you want first delivery free. And thanks to our sponsor, gourmetparlorpizza.com. Check them out in Royalton, and we'll talk to you next week. Brandon, we didn't get to the sponsors early, so let's tack this on the top. Preps Today with John Millea is brought to you by gourmetparlorpizza.com out of Royalton, Minnesota, and also Bite Squad. Use the promo code TalkNorth for your first delivery free.
Attention business owners and managers. Are you overwhelmed by digital marketing? Are you serious about making 2019 different? Glory Ramsey and Successful Marketing Group want you to blow the doors off 2019 and double your business growth this year. Get started now with a free 45-minute audit and action plan. Glory will personally evaluate your business and create an action plan you can start now. Go to successfulmarketinggroup.com/Cheryl Reeve. Don't let 2019 start without you.